Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of a Dragon House. Today is July 11th. Right next to me, we have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu BJJ black belt. Marques Jones will be featuring our upcoming event, Dragon House, August 28th at the heart of San Francisco, Kezar Pavilion. Now, Marques, awesome to have you on board. We, as a professional promotion, professional sport lead, and we usually don't do amateur title fights. This is the kind of the one and first only doing a bantamweight title fight, because we have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt versus Taekwondo black belt, Jeremy Exquota from Redwood City. Two different styles of black belt fighting against each other. So it's an awesome treat. Now let's introduce you all the MMA fight fans out there. Who is Marques Jones? Where are you coming from?
What's up, guys? Marques Jones. I'm coming out of Fairfield, California. I fight in Dixon, California out of Team Alpha BJJ. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Fabio Prado. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. It's a huge honor to fight for the title, and I'm really glad that I get a chance to fight for another amateur belt.
Yes, I know you've been collecting a lot of amateur belts, but all those amateur belts, nothing is more important than the Dragon House amateur belt. You know, this is the biggest regional scene in Northern California, so it's very important. It's good to have you on board. Now, how long have you been doing Jiu-Jitsu?
I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu with Fabio since 2011, so 10 years. All in all, I've been doing submission grappling for about 14 years now, since 2007. Yeah, it's been a long journey. I got my black belt about a year ago, so started teaching classes and still competing hard.
So obviously, if everyone follows you, they all know you are submission specialist. And then your opponent, Jeremy Exquota, it's a black belt Taekwondo. It's a kicker expert. So if anyone watching him fight, he comes out, he doesn't throw much punch. All he does is like a high level kick. It was a very, very entertaining. So it's gonna be a kicker versus grappler. So now the game plans are probably very simple to you. For me, I don't know either one of how you guys against each other. More like you're gonna try to take him down, grapple him, and he's trying to keep a stand up so he can kick you. I think that's pretty much it's gonna look like. What's your game plan coming into this fight?
Yeah, like you said, I think it's gonna be a pretty obvious stylistic matchup. I think that he's gonna come out and throw some kicks. I'm gonna try to initiate a clinch, get a takedown, and work my submission game. And he's got quite the highlight reel. I don't want to be a part of that, so I think we're gonna clash and see what happens. I'm gonna try to put him on my highlight reel, get a tap, get a submission for my friends back home.
That's pretty awesome. Now, so where are you born and raised?
Born and raised San Leandro, California.
So you're the Bay Area, been around the Bay Area, born and raised?
Yes, sir, yep.
How long ago you moved to Fairfield?
I moved to Fairfield in 2001. That's where I currently live right now.
Right. So now you've been fighting an amateur for a long time. You know, you have quite a bit of amateur fights so far. What do you see yourself, you know, if you collect a belt from the Dragon House promotion in August 28th? What would you do after that?
If I win this belt, I'm for sure making my pro debut at flyweight. I want to drop down to 125. I'm doing 135 for this fight, but I plan on this being my last one. I want to make a professional run at this. Try to give myself a shot, see how far I can go. That's
pretty awesome. Now, you don't really look too big for me as a bantamweight. What do you walk around with?
I walk around usually between 145 and 150. So I don't like to cut a lot of weight, but that'll change once I go professional.
That's nice. Well, I think you're definitely pretty big for a flyweight, because you're 5'8".
Oh yeah, 5'8", yes.
Yeah, so you're pretty tall for a flyweight. Most flyweights like a 5'5", 5'4", yeah, somewhere around that range. You know, 5'6", 5'7" is considered tall. So 5'8" is definitely tall flyweight.
Definitely.
So now this fight is a 3-minute round. It's a amateur title belt for the Dragon House promotion. We have renamed it on this upcoming event called Zhong Cage Fighting #1. Going down in history, so it's important. And also, November 13th will be our next event. After the August will be celebration 25 years Dragon House been existed in San Francisco. So we're pretty much gonna have a title fight from flyweight to heavyweight on the pro all the way. So it's gonna be interesting. Maybe you can turn pro on that November card if you do winning this upcoming fight. So now, how do you prepare for a guy like him? is so intense, coming out high kick, spinning back kick, wheel kicks, and all that stuff. How do you prepare guys like this?
I'm picking up the sparring right now. I'm trying to spar more than I ever have for any fight. Keeping my hands high and my eyes open, really, that's what's going to be the key. And coming forward pressure, I think my key to win is making sure that I'm not moving backwards or staying still. I have to just walk into the fire. Whatever he's throwing at me, I have to move forward, clinch, get the takedown, and implement my game plan. That's what I want to do. I want to bully this guy around.
That's pretty good. I think it's come from a grappler background. It's a very outstanding game plan coming into this fight. Now, if people want to get a hold of you to watching you fight, how can people contact you?
They can contact me on Instagram. Hit me up. I'm at Marques Jones 90, MARQ Jones 90. That would be the best way. Other than that, I would say you could come check out Team Alpha BJJ. I teach every Monday night at 6 o'clock, gi class over there. So if you guys are interested, definitely come by and check out a class. Hop in.
This is a high-level amateur fighter competition right here. I think both you and Jeremy are pretty much one step away being pro. The competition level is very high, so very intrigued for all the MMA fight fans out there. Definitely do not want to miss out this bantamweight clash on August 28th. It's going to be a really epic fight against Jeremy, black belt Taekwondo versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Marques Jones. Now, if your opponent watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
I'd say, Jeremy, get ready. It's going to be a long night on August 28th.
A little prediction?
Prediction, I think I win by submission. I'll say second round.
Second round. What type of submission do you like to do?
It depends on what he wants to give up. If I end up on top, I'm going to hit him with a head and arm choke or maybe a Kimura. If he's on top, I predict either an armbar or a triangle. But either way, it's going to be a submission for me.
Beautiful. Now, for all the people who do not know who's Marques Jones, make sure you guys follow him on Instagram and stay tuned in August 24th at the heart of San Francisco, Keys Art Pavilion. For more information about this upcoming fight card, please check out DragonHouseMMA.com and buy your pay-per-view voucher if you cannot make it to the event. The pay-per-view voucher is on my website, DragonHouseMMA.com. This event's a live stream pay-per-view nationwide, so you cannot miss it. A lot of up-and-comers from the Bay Area, all it's going to be fighting on this upcoming event. Now, I know pandemic is kind of over, but not quite 100% over yet. During this whole pandemic time, how was your training?
My training, my gym closed for about 2 months, but we opened up. It closed in March last year. We opened back up in May, so I took a little time off from training, but I've been at it, a year plus again. Feeling strong. I already got my feet wet in competition. I did a grappling tournament about a month ago, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready and hungry. Yeah, but the training, it lulled for a little bit, but we're back at it strong, and I've been making improvements over this pandemic, so be ready.
That's pretty good because I mean, even our gyms closed down for like 5-6 months during the pandemic, and we just reopened it after that to the point of like, all this fighters need to train, and we have to get it open. But most of this whole pandemic, I see a lot of guys that retire from MMA. It's crazy, how many actually fighters retire. In this upcoming fight card, we have a lot of up-and-comer guys making a pro debut, guys that have 1-1, 2-1, like 2 or 3 pro fights. Now they're trying to make a run. Guys that have like 10+ pro fights. A lot of guys kind of have to look for jobs, financially struggle. Problems after problems during this whole pandemic, and you're gonna see a lot of up-and-comer fighting on this upcoming fight card, August 28th. So really stay tuned, guys, and then make sure you support your local fighters. Hit up Marques Jones, get a ticket from him. So get a little support and show some love and support from him. Hope your academy can coming through to watching you fight. It's the biggest North California regional fight scene in here, San Francisco, August 28th. So please subscribe our YouTube channel, guys, and follow me on Dragon House on IG. It's Dragon_House_MMA. So don't miss it out. Any last word you want to say to all the sponsors, special loved one, training partners for this upcoming camp?
I just want to say thank you to all my training partners that have helped me get ready over this pandemic, helped me to stay sharp and strong mentally. I want to shout out my gyms. Once again, Alpha BJJ in Davis, California. We got Alpha BJJ in Dixon, California. Those are the 2 academies that I train and teach at. So come by, check it out, check out a class, hop in for free.
Nice. Here we go. We'll see you guys August 28th. Thanks once again, Marques Jones. Good to have you on the fight card. We'll see you guys August 28th. I'm Zhong signing out.